Hey, it's Jay Chatfield. Yes, it is. And today I'm enjoying my stay at home mom life because my homeschool kids go to one day academy or one day a week. And I get time to myself. Now, I can go and do things outside the house anytime I want because I have two teens and a preteen. He'll be a teenager next year. But when they are gone, I like to do stuff inside the house that I usually have to stop because I have questions and hands reaching in the pot and different types of things. So today I'm going to make like a little cabbage, potato, sausage, meal while they're gone and enjoy my peace of mind in creating it. And I'll probably get some cleaning done because later on I'll be going for my walk while I'm dropping somebody off to a volleyball game, football practice, and soccer practice. They're real close to each other, but that is the life. But right now I am going to enjoy making this meal while I listen to an episode of Reacher. Yeah, because I could look at Reacher, why they ain't here. They always be asking all them questions. Goodness. But I always want to encourage stay-at-home moms. Been doing this a while, not as long as some, but when I started, my oldest was 3 and she's 17 now. And I did it. In case you need a refresher, I did this. One, I didn't want to do it, and my husband said, he suggested it, and I was like so resistant. I didn't want to do it. And then I found out that when I took my oldest son to school, they wanted to IEP him and say he needed occupational therapy. They told me that he would never be able to function in a classroom. He would always need assistance. He need an aid, all types of things. And I'm sitting there like, okay. And then they said this. They said, well, we can take him in the program, but we don't have enough help for him. I wish I had the crickets cue because that's how I was like, what? What? You're going to tell me these are the things that he need, but there's other kids that aren't doing things as well as he can, because at that time he would really only have a conversation with his sister, that you can't help him, but you want me to drop him off every day, and then what? So I was like, give me the paperwork. Let me help my baby. So he's 14 today, and even though he does have a little bit of delay in learning, my baby spits sentences. He's able to communicate. People love him. He got his own little business. He's a published author. And he's learning how to navigate in the world. But I love his world. And I want him to appreciate himself and not have people just go and have their way with him because they are who they are and they don't understand who he is. So yeah, I've been homeschooling for about 13 years now, and 12 years, and my other two just happened to come along because he needed people to talk to. But but anyway, let me get on to my business. I just want to tell you guys that whatever you are set out to do, you always have to remind yourself of the benefits that this will do for you in your tomorrow. So I didn't say that as plainly as I heard it. What you're doing today will be amazing in the future. I could not imagine the progress that we have with my children, but I wouldn't change it, even though there were days that I wanted to literally pull my hair out, hide. I was depressed for a number of years. Just a lot of things that happened, but I had found myself. I found that loving myself to life was the key. the thing that was going to help me was that I had to stay true to who I am. And when you do take on something like homeschooling, not everybody around you can understand why. Why won't you take him to a professional? I am the professional. And if I can't go with him in which I did, we did speech therapy and things like that. And I was there because I would take those practices and do them at home. So I'm not saying if nobody's qualified to work with your children but you. But then again, if I want to see certain things from my son, I'm going to be the one that's going to push him to be there. And if I can't do it, I'm the one who's going to make that call and say, hey, can you help? And may I sit here? Well, I ain't going to even ask. I'm just going to be there while you do this, So I'm just grateful that my husband is all in on this. He's been all in on it for a while. And I'm about to make them a delicious dinner because I know when they come home at 3:30, they're going to want to eat, and then they're going to be off to their extracurricular activities, which we do require them to do some type of physical thing because we'll need them getting fluffy like their mama. But that's okay. Cause I've been working, y'all can't see them 15 pounds, right? But they gone. That's okay. We getting back in it. But until next time, do something for you that only you will love. Have a love yourself day.